All right, what is up? What is up, you people? A minute or two to get in here before we start with today. Before we even get started with anything, most important thing, I guess, to some, today is free protein day at Chipotle, so you can get double protein for free. So for any Chipotle enthusiasts out there, which I know there's plenty, I know there's plenty of Chipotle enthusiasts out there. You just use the promo code protein at checkout. You don't have one near you? It'd be like that. It do be like that. I ordered one this morning, and then I'm like splitting it in half. Eat it. I ate some before I started the stream. I'm probably gonna eat the rest for dinner. All right. Well, we have a lot of things to talk about. And this is probably, I get to test my fighting game content creator medal today, because today should be 3 different videos if I handle things correctly. So we'll see how that turns out. But the first thing we're going to go over today, hello and welcome. We have been waiting for this Grand Blue patch for a while, to the point where, you know, I feel like people have been waiting for so long that in some ways, like, people have kind of forgotten, or they have been playing other games. Obviously, there's been new games that have come out in between when the patch was announced and when it's going to be released. We talk about Marvel Tokon and Avatar and this and that, but it is finally pretty close. We're about 2.5 weeks out ish, probably roughly 3 weeks from the new Grand Blue 2.6 patch, which claimed to be a massive patch that changed a lot of things, brings a new mechanic, which we already saw. I think it's called Chain Attack. It's like something you can do out of Raging Strike, or out of triple attacks. It's gonna have, assumedly, a pretty big balance overhaul. Like, pretty much every character is probably expected to be touched in some way. We'll see how that actually pans out. This threatens to be the biggest patch since 1.5, which was quite a while ago, right? It's been a long time since we've had a patch of that stature. And of course, id getting dropped into the game, new character, you know, always fun to have new toys to play with. And one of the reasons that this patch took so long to come out is just because of this, right? What you see on the screen. This is going to be released on Switch 2 as well. And because they want the Switch 2 to be on the same version as all the other platforms, and actually be able to crossplay with them, they had to, you know, delay the patch so that everything could come out at once. So the Switch 2 is releasing with what's called the Legendary Edition. It comes with, I think, all the characters, and also some new bells and whistles we're going to be talking about. But you can see down here we got some stuff going on, bro. Now, some people got to try the Switch 2 version at CEO. I want to say CEO was where people got to test the Switch version, and we got to see like some of the potential changes. Even though obviously the patch isn't final. I haven't heard anything about performance issues or anything like that, which is always like the thing that you worry about when you talk about Switch ports. Though their track record with fighting games has been pretty solid, I think. Like, to my knowledge, the Street Fighter 6 patch of the Street Fighter 6 port, Switch 2 port, is quite standout. Like, it some have said it runs even better than what it does on like PlayStation and stuff, which is pretty crazy to think about, but I won't even get into that. So, coming out on Switch, as we see, 40 different characters are going to be in the game. Obviously, this is a cross promo with Relink. So if you're into RPGs and this and that, people have been talking about Relink for a while now. So if you know, you know, and if you don't, I don't know where you've been. As it has been, it's been quite a while. Okay, an original story set in the skies of Granblue Fantasy. So they're just advertising like the story mode and like Granbrews. You know, anyone want to play some Granbrews? You know, people always meme and this and that. I actually think that the Switch release is pretty big for Granbrews' like population. I feel like Granbrews is gonna have a lot more players once the Switch port drops. You know, it kind of feels like it hits that target demographic, so that should be cool. Even cooler if they decide to keep updating Granbrews. We'll see what happens with that. But new game mode, Super Ultimate Plus. So. We already had Super Ultimate in the game. So a while back, they released a patch that added essentially modern controls to the game. And then they also added dynamic controls, which if you are not familiar with dynamic controls, dynamic was a mode in Street Fighter where you press a button and then the game's AI will actually decide what you do with that, but depending on the button presses. So it's kind of like playing on rails, right? It's for really, really, really super casual people who don't know anything about fighting games. Makes them feel like they're actually doing something, which is cool. Super Ultimate Plus, they're adding a new one. So I guess they're going to have souped up versions of characters and they're going to be killing each other. Obviously, it's not going to be, you can't play it online, as they're saying. But it almost feels like maybe they're taking stuff out of the survival mode that they added. And you're going to be able to fight against each other with that, which might be pretty funny. We'll see what happens with that, but pretty hilarious. New game mode, Gyro Versus. So we got motion controls in the fighting game. I really wonder what this is gonna be like. I'm not buying this on Switch 2, but I cannot wait to see how hilarious this is. Cause like, what can this possibly, you know what I mean? Like what, what can this possibly be? I don't know. But this is like full LARP mode, bro. Like you really act out the motions of your characters and then it performs it in the game. If you ever played like a fighting game on the Wii, like I remember playing like the Naruto Clash of Ninja games on the Wii, and they had you like do motions and shit. And I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty, this is pretty extra. But you know, it is what it is. Obviously Switch only, so probably won't be a big deal. But it's funny. New content. So this is the interesting part for the more competitive side of things. New wave of content coming to Switch 2 version. New mechanic, Chain Attack, as we saw. It's essentially allowing you to Raging Strike continue off of triple attack, lower overhead, which is pretty low impact, all things considered. But there are some characters that are going to have legit mix-ups that are scary because of this possibility, but it's going to be very few characters. So we'll see what impact that has on the game. Obviously, the game is going to get changed a lot in terms of characters and whatnot. They also said that there's going to be changes to existing mechanics, and I'm sure everyone is waiting with bated breath to see like what that looks like. We will see. We will see. In addition to fresh costumes and weapon skins, and so we confirmed that Sandalphon, which is like the baby of the franchise, I think the most popular character, is going to be getting a costume. This is no surprise to anyone. Honestly, I'm surprised it even took this long for him to get a costume for how popular he is. So yeah, him getting a costume, and then they confirmed a fish weapon for Versusia. I don't know why we keep putting fish weapons in the game. I don't think, does Gran have a fish weapon? I don't think he does he? It's just Jita. Why doesn't the whole family have fish weapons? Why is it just Versusia and Jita? Gran can't have a fish, bro? That's crazy. That's messed up. And then we get more Cagliostro weapons. I feel like Cagliostro has gotten a lot of cosmetics, like a lot of weapon skins. This shit looks like... I don't know what this is, bro. It reminds me of Portal. Reminds me of the little robots from Portal. Like the type that Wheatley was. That's what that reminds me of. But I don't know what the hell that is. But Cagliostro getting more as well. Crossplay support. So yeah, this was the main kicker. So this was the reason that they couldn't release 2.6 earlier and just say, you know, F the Switch version, like Guilty Gear did. Like I always bring it up, like Guilty Gear, the Switch version is still not even on 2.0 yet, right? They're still back in 1.0 Guilty Gear. So they didn't want it to be like that. So they waited so that they could release it all at once. And then they announced it's going to be $50, which is pretty solid value. $50, you get all of the DLC and all that with it. I think it's like pretty solid, all things considered. Unless, wait a minute, it does come with everything, right? Yeah. Additional character set. Yeah. It should be everything. So that's pretty solid value. It's pretty solid value for $50. And then of course, I'm sure. I wonder if Switch is also gonna have the free version that the other platforms do. You know, that's one of the biggest selling points of this game is you can try it for free before you even have to buy it. We'll have to see if that's the case. I don't think I've seen anything about that. It would be really nice if it did, but who knows? Early purchase bonus, character costume, reverent attire for Sandalphon. So early purchases. So it's a pre-order bonus, or bonus available until January 12th. Oh, okay. So yeah, as long as it doesn't even have to be pre-ordered, just buy it between September and January, and you get the costume, which is cool. I know quite a few people that are going to be happy about that, especially my mutuals of the Fujoshi descent. You know, they go crazy for characters like Sandalphon. So yeah, a little bit more waiting. Still got about 3 weeks before it comes out, but seems like it should be pretty interesting when all is said and done. Obviously, whenever patch notes come out, that's going to be a really funny day, as it always is. But when we have more Granblue updates, I will be sure to share with you. Okay, moving to the next game. So next we're going to be talking about some 2XKO. So 2XKO. 2XKO released their weekend warm-up, which is a cool little article thing that they do, that have been doing for a while. Now, obviously, some of you are going to be insufferable about things like this, but yes, 2XKO did confirm to be ending active development in December, but there are still a few patches before that actually happens, and so we still are getting these weekend warm-ups to kind of get an idea of like what the devs want to do with the game and what direction they want to take it before the game stops being worked on. So we got the weekend warm-up. We got Yohozi talking about some of the gameplay design decisions. So the last patch for this game was pretty substantial in that it nerfed freestyle, right? Which freestyle was like regarded as like the fuse for pretty much this game's entire lifetime. And it was definitely the best fuse by a long shot, and other fuses really couldn't compete. And so this last patch, they nerfed freestyle. They gave it a break penalty. I think it was 30%. If you play freestyle, you build break 30% slower, which is really impactful in gameplay. Break and Fury are two really, really impactful mechanics in the game, to the point where sometimes it feels like the game doesn't even start until those mechanics are used. And so there have been kind of mixed reactions to it. Some people were like, good. You know, it's good that freestyle got nerfed so we can see some of the other fuses. And admittedly, we have seen a decent amount of other fuses since the freestyle nerf. I've seen way more 2x assist. I've seen way more double down. We even had a Juggernaut player get top 8 at Paragon most recently. And so like it definitely has accomplished more diversity on the fuse end. But obviously those that have been playing freestyle from the very beginning, it just feels bad that you get nerfed this hard. And so it seems like they're going to be walking back some of that. So core rules. Next patch, you'll be getting improvements on defensive systems. So one of the things that people have been complaining about for a long time is how weak push block is in this game. And mainly that's because in this game, in 2XKO, you have to use your other you have to use your backup character to push block. And so every time you do that, you risk getting happy birthday because it leaves your secondary character vulnerable, right? And so push block has always been really dangerous to use in the game because of that fact. And so I feel like some of the buffs that they're going to give it are going to be to try to offset that in some way. So push block distance getting improved at slight cost of a few more frames of recovery. Okay. In addition, you can now save your assists by tagging after a break or push block without performing an action. What does that mean? Without performing an action? I don't really know what that entails. This phases them out instantly, decreasing risk of the maybe it's like a buffer, like you can tag buffer out of break and push block, so it does it immediately. And it says that they phases them out instantly, so that definitely affects the like how much you're gonna get happy birthday off of doing things like that. So okay, sure, interesting way to do it, but now that you've improved a way to save your assists or increasing the true damage that assists take. Okay, nice. Punishment on assists going up. I think like punishment damage on assists in assist fighters is a really big deal. You definitely want to make sure people are getting adequately punished for bad assist calls. So I think that's good. They'll have less recoverable health. 2x KO should be fast and high octane, and timeout should be reserved for zoning strategies. That's fine. I think assist taking more damage is good. Some other adjustments, including freestyle, is getting some adjustments. The break penalty is decreasing, so they're taking it down from 30%. And you'll no longer receive a penalty if an assist is hit after push, block, burst, or when your assist is dead. Okay. Interesting. Champions are getting their hurt boxes standardized, so champion heights are the same across similar size champions. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing like the big bodies are all going to have similar hurt box heights and stuff like that. So it won't be like Braum is way bigger than everyone else, and then so on and so forth. Okay, this can be good. We've seen some things like this before. The thing that comes to mind is back whenever they removed weight from Guilty Gear. When Guilty Gear Strive released, there were different character weights and it affect your combo routing. And somewhere along the line, they just said, yeah, we're getting rid of that. That way you can actually do your routes on every character. And so that's kind of what this reads like to me. So should be okay. Get up attack will require a hold for a few frames so players can perform wake up options more easily. Yeah, I think this was like people were trying to buffer actions on wake up, whether it be a mash or a jump or this or that. And if you were pressing a button whenever you were waking up, you could risk getting get up attack by accident and die for it. So good. Cleaning up the inputs. On the champion side, champion win rates and pick rates at all levels remain healthy. Oh, the transparency on this is really nice. They're actually showing the explicit pick rates and win rates of every champion, and yeah, honestly, look at that. That's pretty balanced. That's win rate wise. That's way closer than what I would think it was. But yeah, that's pretty interesting to see that it is just that close. So, go figure. The pick rates, on the other hand, obviously, there's going to be more variation on that. Some characters are just more popular than others. Senna, when she released, regarded as pretty weak. Needed a lot of quality of life updates and help to make her function. But it's not only based on strength, because Teemo has been strong for a long ass time. It's just that people don't want to play Teemo, right? Because of the style that he has to play, you know, playing a zoner trap character. He's also pretty complicated, so that might turn people off from playing Teemo. But clearly, like, these two being the straight bottom doesn't mean that those are bottom two in the game. Like, far from it. So very interesting. Vi being the most popular character with 20%. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would not have guessed that. So that's definitely cool to see. Always love seeing the data. We love data around here, you know what I'm saying? I love data. I don't know about y'all, but I love data. Doesn't mean our meta is perfect. Win rates and pick rates only tell half the story. Yep. Frustration and move diversity are the driving factors behind balancing decisions. Okay, so their goals. Increasing move diversity. We do this quite often. Champs receive small buffs or nerfs to help them use more moves in more situations, which is, I think, is a pretty solid way to attack it. Expected business as usual for most champions, with the exception for Senna, whose base form special moves are underperforming, and Akali, who sometimes prefers to be outside of Twilight Shroud. Cool. reducing frustrating outcomes. I'm wondering what they mean about this. Frustrating outcomes are a two-way street. On offense, Yasuo, Darius, Teemo, and Warwick are getting some buffs to make offensive outcomes more stable. On defense, taking a throw from Alawi or Teemo with their S2 super setup being put back into hell is frustrating. I mean, okay. And in neutral, Thresh's normals control too much of the screen. That's interesting that, bro, Warwick's getting buffed on offense, bro. Oof. That character be opening people up already. That's going to be pretty funny. Striving for stability. We've come a long way from Echo and Yasuo Winter. That is true. And now champion diversity is better than we could ever ask for. We want to ensure that we maintain that diversity, both for the health of this year's remaining majors, but also the long-term enjoyment of the game. Fighting games are forever, and we want to make sure that you love playing 2XKO today, tomorrow, or years from now. That's a wrap. 1.3.1 is our last major balance patch. There will be continued work on the game in 1.3.3, but we won't be making any big swings, and instead focusing on bug fixing, tweaks, and polishing up Samira prior to her launch so we can set the game down in the best state possible. This game has been a labor of love from so many of us. Working with our best friends on my favorite fighting game has been an honor. Our discussions, arguments, and the results speak volumes. Apology Man, GC Yoshi, and the holograms of Nerd Josh, Funtax, and Pat the Flip, you all did fantastic, and I hope you walk away from this project as proud of it as I am. You deserve credit too. Yes, you, the reader. Every player I've talked to at majors and locals, every player who posts on social media, and even those grinding in silence, you've all contributed to this game in your own ways. I couldn't have asked for a better group of players to serve. GG's from Yahozi. And Yahozi's a friend of mine, so this hits pretty hard. That's good people, bro. That's good people. I really hate that unfortunately circumstances have led down this path with 2XKO, with this and that. But as always, you know, we move on. We got to keep going. And the cool thing is that in the kind of the ashes, if you will say, obviously I don't think, again, I don't tout game death as like, oh, they're stopping working on the game, that means the game is dead. I don't subscribe to that. But I will say that people have been pretty active in organizing, which is really cool to see. The community is really coming together. The modding community is going absolutely crazy. I've already seen like Yone have a model in game and stuff. So really curious to see like where the community takes it from here, because at this point it's all in their hands, right? Once the devs leave it alone, it's up to the community to decide where the game goes and how enthusiastic people are about it. And honestly, that's kind of exciting in some way, right? Obviously, I think it's amazing when games are actively updated and they get more content and this and that. But I think for me, as a big community guy, I think the most important thing is like what happens after, right? When you don't have the guaranteed next patch, when you don't have the guaranteed next character, how do people really feel about the game? All the people that are left are those that are really enthusiastic and want to see the community grow into something amazing. So I'm very, very much looking forward to see what the 2XKO community does in the wake of all this. Obviously, it's not till December, so we still have a little bit of time. But okay, so we got a little bit on Lux and Samira here as well. So we got stuff from Paul. Okay, hi Paul. Way back at Evo, we gave y'all a preview of our next upcoming champion, Lux, and wanted to shine a little bit more light on Our Lady of Luminosity as we move closer to her full gameplay reveal. Lux is an all-rounder. Some were comparing her to like a Shoto. I don't know if they heard all-arounder and automatically thought Shoto, but I mean, there's more types of all-rounders than just Shotos, but you know, it is what it is. She isn't the best at any of them. That's right. She's beating the Zoner allegations. Does anyone play League? Is she like a zoning champion in League? That might be a League reference. I'm not 100% sure. We wanted to create a champion with straightforward game plan that rewarded the player for having rock solid fundamentals. Expect strong normals, pretty good fireball, a solid DP. Oh, okay, so that's why they're calling her Shoto. It actually sounds like she is Shoto. Heck, she even has an air dash too. Oh, okay. Cool. We specifically chose Lux to be a champion that anyone can pick up and learn to XKO with. Cool. I think accessibility, like the whole accessibility argument that happens with inevitably every fighting game, I think like this avenue that they're taking is like maybe underexplored. Like putting in characters that are intentionally designed to be friendly to new players, I think sometimes is also a really effective accessibility strategy. We've seen some success with this in the past, like back in SF5. Ed was modern controls, prefer modern controls or modern controls, and so I think in some ways that is effective. The only issue is if you're new to a fighting game and you're picking a character because of aesthetic, like you really like the way a character looks, or this or that, you just think they're cool, then obviously that might not be the character that is deemed the accessibility character, right? So like, it's cool that Ed is there, but what if you're not into Ed? Right? What if you don't like the way Ed looks, or this or that? Then that feels kind of bad, but it is what it is. We've learned a lot about champion development and players over the last couple of years. The team got better and faster at developing champions over time, and this allowed us to move to a 6 champions a year schedule, which we felt really proud of. Fun fact, Lux was actually the champion that moved up the earliest from when she was originally meant to release. Her development was smooth enough that we could share several months of her old schedule. Several months off of her old schedule. Before I get out of here, we obviously need to talk about Samira a little bit. Samira's primary gameplay goal is to unleash creativity. We want Samira players to be able to really express themselves through open-ended offense, and they should be rewarded for creativity and originality. So, if you like playing champions with a lot of freedom in your routing, we think you'll really like Samira. Oh, and she's pretty much the polar opposite of a zoner. You'll learn more about her in October. So, not too far off. I think a lot of people are gonna a lot of people seem to be into Samira from an aesthetic standpoint too. So, making fighting game characters has been a dream for a lot of us, and we're excited to get the next 2 champions out to you all in the best and most balanced state we can. Thank you for playing 2XKO, attending your locals, and most importantly, eating my command grabs. Riot Gutsy Bat. And then we do have some skins still coming out, which is cool. There's still going to be more skins. They did do a thing where people have been getting their refunds from all that they spent on 2XKO, but they did put a bundle into the game for $40 that gives you all the extra content. So if you want all the skins and this and that, then you can get all of them for $40, which I think is cool. In case, you just want all of the skins and all of the costumes and all of that. And that $40 is way cheaper than you would have paid for full price for it, believe me. And some of these people were out here buying all of the skins at full price. Crazy. So, okay. Isn't it interesting for Alawi? Changes her into like a, she reminds me of? She reminds me of the Yu-Gi-Oh card, like Lava Battle Guard. That's what she reminds me of. I don't know why that in particular comes to mind. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. This guy. A really old card, but for some reason this is what came to mind. This is what came to mind whenever I saw Alawi's skin at first. We got Little Devil Teemo and Warwick. Very bright, very bright on the crystal colors. I actually really like the way Warwick's skins look in this game. But Teemo finally becoming the manifestation of what most people think of him. Most people probably think of Teemo as Little Devil anyway, right? So it's only appropriate that he gets a skin to really hammer that home. We have a lot of great stuff in 1.31. Fairy Court Lux. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing... Oh, this one. Okay, over on the right. The fairy wings and stuff. People are going to like that skin for sure. Demonic skins, good versus evil, with Yasuo leading Arya, Kali, and Alawi for Team Sentinels, and Darius leading Braum, Echo, and Jinx for Team Ruined. Ruined and Halloween theme avatar. Okay, so we're still getting Halloween skins and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Although there are so many more skins we wish we could have had made, we're making sure that we're going out with a bang. On top of this, we're packing as much content as we can into October's patch to ensure that 2XKO Ultimate Bundle is full to the brim with cool stuff. That's the $40 bundle I was talking about. The art team is so proud to have been part of this journey, and we hope you'll enjoy the new skins coming soon. Honestly, bro, as far as 2XKO skins go, that I have no complaints. I think they really snapped with a lot of the skins in this game, which is to be expected. Riot definitely knows how to make some good skins. They have a good infrastructure for it. So looks like they're doing some more stages. They said they were going to make lobbies bigger and stuff on the way out. So yeah, they're 39 friends. We've added a large private lobby. It's like, that's going to be good for like team events and stuff. So it's cool that they're doing that. They're doing voice chat, which is Oh man. Also, my homie Flash No got mentioned. On top of that, so that's a cool shout. He's been one of the driving forces for this game over in France. So big shout outs to him. We became friends back in DBFZ, so it was cool to see him continue his work in 2XKO. Zoe's last hit. The team has been working hard to get everything ready for 1.3.1. Okay, for 1.3.3, we'll be adding some finishing touches, such as adding training stage to our largest private lobby and making sure everything is as stable as possible. Yeah, because big lobbies means there's a lot of ways for the lobby to explode. So, a huge thank you to everyone that made our lobbies, duos, progression systems, store, UI, matchmaking, and game servers possible. And a thank you to all for playing with us. See you in the last hit. Okay, and then we got stages. Hey guys, it's like, bro, this is like a Super Smash Brothers reveal, bro. We got everyone, we got everyone on this one, man. Hey gang, I'm Mike, the creative director on 2XKO. One of my favorite things about 2X is our ability to hop all over Runeterra through our stages. In this patch, we're visiting the Shadow Isles in Demacia, providing 2 very different locations to battle in. So we're getting 2 more stages. Okay, cool. The Ruined Courtyard. Oh, this is like a very Thresh, right? It's weird. It's interesting that this didn't come out with Thresh. That certainly looks very Threshy. In terms of that one, and then we have the Grand Hall of Veneration, which is Lux, I'm guessing, based on the coloring. So that's cool. 2 more stages. We got like a light and dark motif going on here. It's like heaven or hell. And then this is the coolest thing. This is the coolest fucking thing. They actually put Poppy as a background character on the stage. And if you know anything about 2XKO, their strongest soldier goes by Poppy 2XKO on Twitter. And they have been tweeting since the game came out about how much they wanted Poppy in the game. And I think this is just a really, really cool gesture on the way out to make sure that Poppy is indeed immortalized in the game. Obviously, she's not going to be playable unless modders go crazy, which I assume that there'll probably be a playable Poppy at some point with how crazy the modders are. But it's really cool for them to put them in the article and everything. Like, this is super cool. This is super cool. This is super cool. And this is what I mean by, like, this really hammers home, like, the people that worked on this game were real human beings that really did pay attention, right, to fighting games in the community and you know, just the interactions between people. Because, like, who else is doing something like this? This is really dope. Really dope. A bittersweet for sure, but what can you do? Also, last thing, I think about almost the last thing. They announced this earlier where the devs are going to be entering TNS. Yahozi, Combo Fiend, Koos with AK, and GC Yoshi, who all worked on the game, are going to be entering a TNS, and you get prizes for beating them if you can. Notably, no apology ban. Notably, no apology ban, and I think part of that is because they know how hard it would be for people to actually beat him in this game. But this should be cool. I think it's going to be this next upcoming TNS, it looks like. 44th installment, yeah. So I expect this one to be pretty huge. But it's cool to see the devs jump into the fray. Obviously, most of the devs, if not all of them, were banned from competing because they worked on the game, right? So they weren't allowed to, like, enter tournaments because it would be unfair, right? Unfair advantage and whatnot. But now that, you know, development is ending, it's cool to see them get to jump in, and should be cool. Should be really cool. I would love to see them get on commentary as well. That would be really cool to have them get on commentary and kind of give us that inside perspective on how they look at the game, because, you know, they designed it. We as players look at it one way, but the way that they look at it is different. So that would be cool. I don't know if that's going to happen, but what else we got? This week, the Spanish community hosts FGC Holidays, an annual celebration of fighting games and people that power them. Check out their incredible 2XKO trophy. Holy fuck, bro. What? What is this? That is crazy. This is insane, bro. What the? Whoa. Yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. And we got some dates. Lux coming, Lux gameplay reveal September 3rd. Yep. September 8th. So pretty soon for the Lux patch. Then First Attack in Evo France. Evo France and Battle Coliseum are like the two like super big ones left. I think those are the ones with the 75k prize bonuses. And then First Attack and Mindset in Puerto Rico and in France respectively. Going to be challenger events, so a little bit smaller, but still going to be sizable. I think a lot of people are going to pull up to those events because it's pretty much the last of the event support that's going to be given. And then closing thoughts. As a reminder, we'll be removing some features in 1.3.1. Scroll down past the sad stuff for the deets. We got more coming too. All champs will be unlocked. The ultimate bundle goes live, $40 for every skin in the game, and some sick updates to the climb that I won't spoil and more. I haven't gotten to play the single player mode in this game. I wonder how people feel about it, but it's cool that they're updating it. We're still here through the end of the year, and I'm gonna continue talking with the community until they pry the keyboard away from me. If you're doing something cool, let us know. See you next week from Draggles, aka Mr. Ben Forbes. So cool. So definitely a cool send off for 2XKO. I mean, like, just reading the article is fucking heartbreaking, bro. Like it really hurts. Like I said, that we have been that this is the reality that we're in. But again, it's not until the end of the year that development stops, and you know, from there we'll see what 2027 has the whole for 2XKO. So all right, moving on to our next topic, and this one is going to be a little spicy. So Avatar Legends. And talking about this topic is going to be really funny because I would imagine that a lot of the YouTube audience has no fucking idea what is going on or why people are mad at each other and this and that. So I thought I would take it upon myself to kind of do a quick run through of what is happening, who is it between, where, why, all of that stuff. And so enter Patient Zero, Mr. Barbar. And this is so interesting for me because I'm friends with both of these players. Both players involved in this beef I'm involved with. Like, I'm friends with, right? And so it's super funny for me because I'm like, wow, you guys are just... You guys are being fighting game players right now, bro. Like, yeah. So this is the tweet that sparked it all. So, bro, we really got a whole ass Katara cracker with 4-month setups in every online bracket, and he still doesn't win everything. How is he so bad? So, for those of you who don't know who he's talking about Still, like, aka Jersey Sage, former DBFZ Trunks aficionado, now plays Katara, and has been playing the cracked version of the game prior to release. And so Barbar voicing his discontent with the fact that how are you playing the game for this long ahead of time and you're not just winning everything. Now, to Still's credit, he has been winning some stuff. Top 8 at CEO, and as far as the online tournament scene goes, I see him in a whole lot of top 3s. He did win our most recent Paragon. So, like, he's winning some stuff, but he's not winning everything. But Barbar, you know, he wanted to voice his opinion, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. Faulty Thing. So to put some things into perspective, Faulty Thing is a product of, I would say Faulty is a product of old school NYFGC. It's really how he was brought up. And even though he's young, I think Faulty's like in his early 20s. He has a very old school mentality with how he handles things, and the energy that he brings to the table is very old school. He believes that that's how the fighting game community should be, and you can kind of see it in the way that he acts and the way that his mannerisms and this and that, right? And so his response, yeah, Jersey Sage goes by Still now. Yeah. He also doesn't have a Twitter anymore. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. Barbar, I'm taking Sage over you in any game. He's talking about Jersey Sage, like I said. Gang, you got to take this down. So defending his boy. Now, very important context. Faulty is also... Oh, wait. Shit. Fuck. Okay, I forgot to hit record on that last one. It's okay. I'll just edit it together with the... The music just might change in the middle of this. It's okay. But Faulty, important context is that Faulty also has been playing the cracked version for a while. I don't know how long. He's been playing the cracked version, but he has also been playing the cracked version, right? And so like that is important to make note of as we progress through this conversation. Barbar responds with no idea why you're even speaking when it's known you also cracked the beta, but your gameplay is so shit nobody can even tell. You really lost a first attempt to my friend on their day one of booting the game when you have months of experience. Sheesh. Some pretty strong words from Barbar. He said, you know what? You want to bring energy to me? I'm a return it in kind. And I respect that. Play me for bread next major. Faulty's response. Play me for bread next major. You dick ride every top FG player. Niggas done peep the vibes with you. And my statement still stands. You not cooking with him. And you not cooking with me in any game we both like. Lame-o. Now, on top of that, he went on pretty like, he kind of went unhinged down here, bro. He kind of went unhinged after that, bro. I can't lie. He's doing a whole lot. He's doing a whole lot after kind of speaking into the void afterwards. And like, I want to be that guy, right? My perspective of this is just very different from a lot of people. One thing that is true is that Barbar did make top 8 as CEO in Avatar. Faulty did not. That being said, Faulty did get 9th. So he was real close, but he didn't get that top 8. Right. And so I think part of that is, I think like part of this is also kind of reclaiming some of that hit pride, right? So like, cause that feels bad. Getting ninth at a major is the worst feeling. It's the worst possible place to get, right? To be so close and to fall short feels horrible, right? And so I think like part of this is as a result of that as well. Like, I'm sure he feels some type of way about just missing it, and he wants to make sure that that shit doesn't ever happen again. But here we are. He lays down an ultimatum. He says, eventually they exchange a whole lot of words and quote retweets. I'm not gonna go through all of those because honestly, a lot of it is kind of silly, and also I don't know if I can repeat some of the shit that has been said, not on a YouTube video or a Twitch stream. So, yeah. So eventually he says, you got 24 hours. I'm at Frosty's. Make your decision within 24 hours. Are we done talking? Are we playing or not? Right. This is after a pretty substantial back and forth. Barbar responds. People seem to really want this. So $400 F to 10. So first to 10 at Frosty's Saturday night. Exact time to be determined based on the schedule, which is natural. I'll host it on my stream. 5 months away, so we have time to train. And crack advantage fades away. Better player wins. He lays it down. He says, "Hey, these are my terms. Are we playing or not?" $400 first to 10. Right. Faulty felt some type of way. Some type of way about that. Nigga, fuck your stream and your content. I'm the one who challenged you. I mean, sure, but like, I don't think that really matters here, right? I mean, he's giving you a challenge, right? Regardless, right? When you challenged him, you didn't set a dollar amount or a time or a place, right? So like, Barbar responding with how much money it's going to be for, the length of the set, the terms, all that. I think that's like fine. I don't think you should feel so tough. But obviously, this is just energy, right? This is just two fighting game players going at each other, right? And this type of stuff is like totally fine. Like, it's as long as it stays in game, all of this shit totally fine, right? As long as it stays in game. So you're the one who spent all this time writing essays in my mentions. He was getting Shakespearean in the mentions. That did happen. You obviously want this more than me. Free bed, right? You want it or not? Okay. Response from Faulty, all caps. We plan on any PC or Xbox setup available off stream. Come find us type shit. Young Matt Teen and Complex vibes. Now I don't know if this is fair because the Young Matt Teen Complex beef, that was between two like actual children. Wait, like Young Matt Teen is like, I don't think he's 18, and Complex is 19, right? And so it's like two players just like pissed at each other for months and months and months. They eventually did actually play an offline set at CEO, which Young Mateen won 5-1, I believe. And I don't know if there was someone did stream it. Like someone did actually stream it. It was scuffed because it was in the side room at CEO and stuff, but there was a stream, right? So I don't know where the opposition to the stream comes from here, but you know, it is what it is. You better have one of your mans IRL stream that, my boy. I'm glad your posse convinced you to not be pussy, and you could have saw me in Fatal since you scared a 4-month Faulty. Now, I'm gonna be so real, Faulty. I don't think you're seeing Barbar in Fatal Fury. Avatar, we could talk. You two are probably like way closer to each other in skill, but in Fatal Fury, like I think Barbar has like actual results. So I don't know if you're seeing him. I don't know if you're seeing him in Fatal Fury. Now, Faulty would never hear that, right? Like he's the type of guy, he would never hear that, right? He will never be told that he can't beat someone in whatever game. That's just the type of guy he is, right? And honestly, that's one of the best parts of him. I can't be mad at that, right? He always believes in himself, and he really believes he's one of them fighting game players, right? And so it's like where he's at right now is like he's like trying to prove it, right? Like he believes that he's one of those, so now you have to prove that you're one of those, right? And it's hard to do that. As you can see, these games are fucking hard, and competition is getting even more difficult, right? I can't believe I saw someone like make this tweet that they were talking about, they were comparing Faulty to LTG, right? And I was like, this is an interesting comparison. But one thing stuck out to me. They were like, yeah, bro, at least the games that LTG was playing had actual competition. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? If you think competition isn't harder now than it used to be, then you're crazy. There are more people than ever playing fighting games, and the information economy is like just so much more diverse than it used to be. Back then, you had a bunch of people like hiding tech and saving stuff and this and that. Now there's so much information out there. Anyone can get good, and we're seeing that. We have 13-year-olds placing in grand finals at TNSs now. That literally just happened last night. Right, 13-year-old Alex player. Like, bro, this shit is not sweet, right? Like, it's this shit is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. So I definitely don't agree with that. I think games have only gotten, like, competition has only gotten harder over time. And it will continue to get harder as we get more and more fighting games and more people experience in fighting games. And so, yeah, just a little tangent there, but Barbar responds with, nah, don't be a pussy, boy. Let's run that shit on PS5 if we want that offline feel. Down for off stream. Now, this is interesting, right? So one thing is there's a big discrepancy between input delay on PC versus PS5 for Avatar. It's like pretty significant. And so what Barbar is saying, like, you know, if the tournament is going to be on PS5, right? That PS5 is going to be tournament standard. Why are we not playing this on tournament standard? You know? Which I can't, like, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Faulty, on the other hand, wants him to play on PC because he believes it's like best conditions, which is true. Like, the game definitely plays better on PC than it does on PS5. But like, if you're doing it at a major, right? If you're doing a money match at a major, you should definitely be on tournament hardware, I think. Right? It doesn't make sense otherwise. You're both gonna fuck each other over for for the tournament too, because they're like, yes, people are gonna care about this a lot, but like, there's still a whole ass tournament, right? And a whole ass world tour for this game, bro. And it's gonna be on PS5, so I don't think you should kneecap yourself like that. Just my thoughts on that. But he says PS5 buffs the 4-month-old Katara you so afraid of. So what do you want? Thankfully, you are garbage. So PS5. Barbara said, you're right, but you're so ass, it's not gonna matter. Which is, bro, this shit is so damn funny. You know what? You got it. You asked for it. So PS5 is what it's gonna be played on. $400, first to 10. And so the interesting thing is what has come from this. So I've seen a lot of people in response to this talk about how, like, oh, you know, old school money match culture is back, and this is the real FGC returning, and this and that. I don't really like to buy into those types of rhetoric, because I think it's really fucking stupid, and like, you're just being divisive for no reason. I think, like, even in modern day, like, people do money match and stuff. It's just not as many. And most of that is not because of, some people would say it's because the games and this and that, but really it's just how available online is, right? Like, there are just less people. There are less people that are willing to like throw down money on things because like you can get like before, like money match, people used to money match each other just to get good practice in some cases, right? They'd be like, I want to play a really high level player in you know, in a specific environment, and so I'm gonna money match them to get there, right? Now you don't really have to do that because like, bro, every game's netcode is pretty good, so you can just play with top players anywhere, and like there are top players that enter tournaments on a weekly basis and stuff. So I think it's a combination of those things that lead to why there's not as many money matches and this and that. You know, the energy is definitely different in some ways, but the identity is still the same, I think. Also, people are fucking broke, bro. Like, I don't have $400 to put down on a fighting game right now. I don't know about y'all, but I don't got that. I don't got that, and a lot of people don't got that. So I think that's another really big thing is like, you know, people are fucking broke and they don't want to put $400 down on a fucking set of a fighting game, right? Like, even if you're confident, it's like, you know, it's irresponsible. It's for a lot of people. Now, if they got it like that, hey, good shit. I hope they do. Otherwise, this is very stupid. This is very stupid. Okay, so another thing in response to this. So, a commentator that goes by Kill All Instinct, or I think his name is Kai Kennedy. I believe he's a voice actor that worked on Skullgirls, voices Beowulf. So he's been pretty inflammatory in regards to this money match. I'm not sure why. Like, I don't know if he's just really invested in Avatar and, you know, just wants violence. But I was like, bro, where did you come from? I don't, where did you come from? So he posted this initial clip, which I showed you guys yesterday, but I'll show it for those of you who did not tune into the stream yesterday. Y'all are trolling, but it is what it is. So this is Faulty playing against Zain at CEO and an interaction that they had after. Oops.
Oh, he beats it out and Zain takes it 2-1.
Yo.
Oh.
So this guy on the right is Faulty. So you can see the type of energy.
There?
Oh.
So like, he loses the set.
If only we had a player.
Zain doesn't fist bump him. The word on the street is that Faulty was elbowing him during the set, and it was fucking up his combos. Some have claimed that it's on purpose. Some have claimed it's by accident, but that is apparently why Zain did not fist bump him or handshake him. Now, there's also rumors that Zain said something to him. Zain claims he said nothing to him. Others have claimed that when this initially happened, he did say something to him. I don't see his lips moving here. Well, wait, there was one here, right? Like, I don't know if that was him saying something though. That might have just been Zain being Zain. With, like, you know, just moving his mouth in that way. I don't know. I don't think he actually said something to him here. I don't know. I'm not sure. If he did, that'd be funny, but I'm not sure he did or not. But as you can see, Faulty fell to top away. This is for top 8, right? This is for top 8 at CEO. So it's yeah. Needless to say, it's so. Kai Kennedy pops up again, and this one was today. So there's been a lot of talk on if these guys play, it shouldn't be on like a random ass. It shouldn't be on like a random ass setup out on the floor. It should be on the main stage, right? That's what people are arguing. They're like, this is a big deal. This is a lot of money. Everyone has been invested in this. Like, we have people saying that they're going to Frosty's just to see this in person, right? And so some are like, you know, why don't we put this on the main stage? Why don't we make this a thing? Like, make this a real thing? And there's been discourse about whether that is appropriate for this money match or not. And so Kai Kennedy, again, being the guy he is, says, between Barbar and Faulty, 1 out of 2 of them have agreed to do a money match on an official Frosty stream and not try to do it in some hidden corner of the venue to mitigate the potential shame of losing. Hopefully we get 2 out of 2 soon, so nobody is accused of ducking, which I'm sure neither would ever do. Just purely inflammatory. This is just venom, right? This is like nothing. Like, you did not have to do this. You did not have to do this at all, but he did it. And so it got people talking, because I'm sure a lot of people want to see this match. And a lot of people, there's the side bet economy. There's a lot of money being put down on side bets in this. A lot of money. And so I'm sure as many people want to see it as possible. And so that's why they want it to be, you know, something official. If you can make it a big thing, why not make it a big thing? Faulty feels otherwise. He feels otherwise. His response, you guys really don't get it. 2 bands, US dollars, my price for me to show up on stage. And you nor Justin Wong allowed to commentate. Fuck y'all. First of all, respectfully, Jeter, you and me have known each other for a long time. We've talked about fighting game things for a long time. We've disagreed on things. We've agreed on some things. Bro, this is some pussy shit. I can't see this as any way but some pussy shit, bro. You're not worth 2 bands to show up. I'm sorry. Respectfully, right? You are not worth 2 bands. You are not, right? And again, if we pay you 2 bands to show up, then that means the $400 that you're putting down on the match is not out of your own pocket, which I think is the most important thing about a money match, in my opinion, is that it's 2 people risking their own money against each other, right? That's the what. Any other thing is secondary. The environment, the method that it's played in, whether it's streamed or not streamed, like all of that is secondary to the very principle of 2 people coming out of their own wallet, putting money against each other, and letting the gameplay do the talking, right? Those are the most important things to me. So I think this undermines that, because if we're paying you $2, if we're paying you 2 bands, $2,000 to show up on stage, and that means you're not risking anything, right? And that removes a lot of the legitimacy and a lot of the tension of the money match. No, some people will disagree with me, but I am very, very opposed to crowdfunded money matches and stuff like that altogether. I think it defeats the purpose altogether. So, respectfully, I think this is a bad look. I think this is a bad look, especially for someone like you, bro. You've played on streamed money matches before. I remember you money matching people in DBFZ. You didn't complain about playing that on Bum Stream back then, right? Why are you acting like this now? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. If you think you're going to smoke the nigga, then why would you not want more eyes to smoke the nigga in front of? Right? Why would you not make more money by side betting on yourself so you can maximize your profit even? I don't like this ideology from you, bro. And I know the type of energy you have, so I'm very surprised that this is the route you took, right? I'm very surprised that that's the route that he took, given the type of energy that he has as a player. So, yeah, very weird. And then so people are getting on his case, rightfully, like they're beating his ass. They're beating his ass in the quote retweets, in the replies, and honestly, rightfully so. Rightfully so. You have brought the absolute most energy to this situation. Now, whenever people want it to, like, when we're talking about putting it in front of people, you're trying to mitigate, bro. Like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. So they're getting on his ass, right? But that aside, I think that some very, very weird mentalities have come out of this. And I don't know Al Pigon. I know he's a very strong ToF player. Some have regarded him to be the best ToF player even, depending on who you ask. I don't know anything about him. I don't know him in person or anything. So like all the criticism I'm going to offer on this is like just me responding to the words that you have said. This is not like me not liking you as a person or this or that, right? But yeah, so he said anyone upset and being disrespectful over this is just mad, and he's being smart about it and has the opportunity to be compensated for his work. A money match B set is for 2 people and truly 2 people only. None of the rest of you matters. So if you want pay-per-view quality, pay. So first off, I know that Faulty is your boy, and I've seen you go in replies relentlessly trying to defend his actions. And this and that, but I don't think you're right here. I think you're just wrong. And I think he's being pussy, and I think you're enabling him being pussy. Respectfully, in the nicest way possible, right? I think that you are enabling him to be pussy with this mentality. There have been money matches, like pretty much all of the biggest money matches you've ever heard of have been broadcast in some way, right? People have had, sometimes they've been on main stage. There've been money matches on main stages of Evo before, right? The largest stage of them all. If that doesn't happen, people have phone streams, they have mobile streams, this and that. Like, I don't understand this mentality. And if you don't see how that would undermine, like, because it's only for $400, right? So if you're talking about paying $2K for a $400 money match, that just doesn't make sense, right? If they're playing for $10K, if they're playing for $20K, and you want $2K each to show up, that's a different story. Because at least then you're still coming out of your pocket significantly enough to make it make sense, right? I still think it's whack, but it would be less whack. But this is a $400 money match. You pay him $2K, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Again, it just completely removes all of the... It removes all the purpose of playing the money match in the first place. To take that nigga's money out of his pocket. That is the purpose of a money match. That nigga in particular, he's asked, I'm taking his money. If it's anyone else's money but his, then it doesn't mean anything. Right? So, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And people are getting on his case again. There's I can hear this. I can hear this without even clicking it to get the sound, bro. Hey, what? Get that nigga dick out your mouth. I see. Why? I can see that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it right now. I already see it. They're too much, bro. They're too. But yeah, there's crazy. Some of the things that this particular player has said is like, it's like conspiracy theory even. Let me see. Where was it? There's like some really nasty conspiracy theory shit, bro. He's like, oh yeah, the event is profiting off of this and that, and the players are getting nothing. It's like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What? This doesn't make any sense, man. Where is it? Here it is. Right here. He's 1000% correct in demanding money because 9 out of 10, if not all 10 of matches involving money are fabricated by events and major streams to bring them in more money and views. While you better believe the big name players are being paid for their appearance, just treat them the same. This is just fucking stupid. I'm sorry. You can't understand the nuance between like an influencer event, right? Like an influencer event like Tyler 1 versus Ludwig, right? That's an influencer event, bro. Like, I have no doubt that they were paid for their time, right? But that's not a money match. That's not, the whole point of this is a money match. It's supposed to be you two putting your money against each other, right? I don't understand why you don't get this. And also, respectfully, Faulty and Barbar do not warrant that type of money. They do not. They don't, even if they were influencers, they don't warrant, like, bro, your boy hasn't even gotten a top 8 yet. What makes you think 2 bands is even a reasonable asking price for something like this in the first place? I think that's completely out of pocket, right? If you were just like, hey, I feel like it takes away from it to have it on the main stage and you would rather it be in the setups, then I wish you would have just said that. But trying to make this like some crazy conspiracy theory about how the events are profiting off of players and this, like, bro, you would not, they chose Frosties as a venue, right? You're going to their event. They gave you a space to play. They give you a space to make a name for yourself. So to shit talk the event that is giving you that space in the first place, I think it's just misguided. This just feels like you have taken the idea of like events are just run by soulless husks and it's all esports and squeaky clean and inauthentic, and you've just taken it and run with it. And I just don't think that's true, bro. I just don't think it's true at all. It hasn't been true before, and I don't think it's true now, bro. Like, I think you need to get over yourself here, respectfully. I don't think you're gonna watch this, but yeah, I think it's like fucking asinine. Like, it's ridiculous that you would even bring this notion to the table. But it's not even just him. You're not the only one that has said something like this, right? And so I want to be fair, right? Sway, who works events, right? Sway is known for working on like Guilty Gear events and stuff, right? He has, let me show you his first tweet. His first tweet says, I don't think money matches should be on a stage. Pick a floor setup, put money on the table. Everyone else stand, grab a chair, pull your phones out. But like, why? Like, why? No one, he has not told us like why this is better, right? And I can't help but think that the only reason that he thinks that this is better is because it's old. This is the way things used to be, because there weren't as many resources and there weren't many avenues to broadcast. But bro, we're not living in the past anymore. We're not living in the past anymore. We have resources to do things in a bigger and better way. Why not do it? Right? We're just chasing, just because it's old doesn't mean it was better, bro. A lot of things in this community have progressed pretty nicely, and I would argue are much better than they used to be. So I don't know why people hold on to like this super, like everything has to be old school. It's like, bro, some of the stuff from back then fucking sucked. You know, I'm gonna just say it. Some of the shit you guys have nostalgia for was dog shit. All right, it just was, especially some of the events. So like, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. In a fight between two people, the winner should get the benefit. Okay, they do. Not the stream getting all the views. Again, there have been many broadcast, like almost all of the biggest money matches you've ever seen, all the salty sweets, all of this and that, those are all have streams, bro. I don't think someone hosting the stream takes away from the match itself. Like, you're really mad that Frosty is gonna get some views on this match when they gave them the stage and the venue to play in the first place? I think that's like, this is so anti-TO, and that's so crazy because he is a TO. I just feel like this is super, super anti-organizer. Like that's so crazy to me. When has that ever undermined anything? I don't know. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this at all. Not the YouTube channel that will continue making money after. Again, what's the problem with archiving things for prosperity, bro? What is the problem with that? Why is that a bad thing? Can someone tell me? Is there anyone in chat that thinks this is a bad thing? Can you tell me why? I just don't understand it. I don't understand the mentality whatsoever. Not the commentary getting real content. It's like, what you saying the fuck you, what are you saying fuck you to the commentary people for? For what? What did they do? So they can't comment, like, why? Why? Yeah, people are not allowed to hype the event? They're not allowed to hype the money match? That's crazy. Esports got y'all bent. It ain't my fight though. I mean, respectfully, if it's not your fight, then you shouldn't have said shit. If you're gonna bow out like that and say it's not my fight, you know? But this is not an esports thing, bro. This is not an esports thing. Since the beginning of fighting games, there have been broadcast money matches, bro. There have been salty sweets. There have been grudge matches with really, really big stakes. And people have watched in chats and on YouTube and this and that. Like, bro, this is not new. Why are we treating this like it's new? The game is new. Avatar is a new game. But like, bro, these things have been around for a long time. I don't know why we're acting like this is some, like, we're reinventing the wheel here. Like, it's not a lot to ask, I don't think. In my opinion, if Frosty is going to give them the resources, they should play it on the big stage. Why not? Why not? I want more people to be able to experience this, especially if they've been if they have been following this the whole time online and you don't know either one of them, right? It'd be a real shame if you don't get to watch the event in good quality. And someone is going to benefit anyway, bro. You better believe the person that's there with a phone stream, they're going to have shit tons of views and shit too. Why is this any different? Why is this any different? Like, Sajam said he's going to be there in person to make sure he watches it in person. If the Frosty stream does not host it officially, you better believe Sajam's going to have a mobile setup to stream it, and he's going to reap all the benefits, right? Someone's going to benefit from this. This shit is not going to go not broadcast, bro. It won't. It's too big at this point. People want to see this shit, and you should let them, right? Why not? Yeah, it's a money match between two people, but like, you know, at this point, it's a community event, you know? Yeah, people want to see it. They're invested. Some people put money down on this shit, right? It'd be a shame if they don't even get to watch the fucking match. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But that's what's going on. There have also been some rumblings. Some people are saying like they should play before Frosties, because Frosties is pretty far off. Which, you know, I honestly, that's pretty funny to hear that brought up, because you do realize that like Frosties is like 4 or 5 months. So like, yeah, the game that we're playing at that point likely won't be the same as the one that they're playing now, which maybe benefits Barbar's point. He's saying like you have advantage because you played the game early, and so he wants time to mitigate that advantage. But yeah, that's where we're at. We'll see what happens. I will be there. I will be there. As I always am. I don't know if it'll be on the stage or if it'll be in the setups, but either way, I will be there. I'll be there, being inflammatory. I'm gonna be the guy telling them both that they suck, as I always do. That's what I have to do as both of these guys' friends. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Feel free to let me know what you think about that in the comments. If we have updates on this, I'll be sure to let y'all know. Okay, that's 3 out of 3. Okay, there's one more thing to go over. This one's not going to be a video because it's pretty short. But Marvel Tokon did put out some info. We have a patch coming. We have a patch coming on Friday. Patch incoming this Friday for all our players, bringing a range of fixes and improvements to online play stability, overall gameplay experience. Here's a look at what's included. PC and PS5 stability improvements. Oh God, please, could this finally be the end of people's one-sided rollback woes? I hope so. We will see. Online and matchmaking improvements. I know that they did some matchmaking improvements on the last patch. I heard that it got better, but still needs some work, so hopefully that'll be the end of those woes as well. Gameplay fixes and adjustments. I'm sure, like they said this in their last patch too, and some people took that to mean like it was balance patches. But I think they just mean bug fixes, because they didn't change anything balance-wise on the last one that they said this on either. So yeah. Replay and progression fixes, various system and UI fixes. Thank you for all the ongoing support and feedback shared with us. We look forward to bringing these improvements to the game. So we'll see how much that improves people's experiences. Yeah. And then they also announced that everyone that plays Marvel Tokon is getting a free skin.
Magneto. You're a waste, Magneto. Say your prayers. I've owed you this, Eric. For a very long time. I'm older than you, bub. But at least I make it look good.
I believe that skin is from the Insomniac Wolverine game that's coming out. I think the Insomniac Spider-Man is already in the game. So they're just putting the Insomniac Wolverine in as well, which is cool. And it's also cool that it's free. I think that decision was definitely made to try to regain some of the goodwill that was lost with the shaky release and everything. So I'm sure people are going to feel good about that, especially the Wolverine players. And obviously there was that article that came out from ArcSys talking about how, you know, recovering people from a bad launch is difficult. And they're working hard in this and that, even though we know that it's not their fault that the launch was that shaky. People have already have played versions of the game with no DRM. And the game runs on like many generation old hardware. So it's definitely not an ArcSys development thing. It's just all of the red tape around the game, all the anti-cheat, the PSN networking, all that stuff. So it is what it is. Apparently Twitch is having problems, yes. My dashboard was fucked up earlier too, so hopefully it gets fixed before the tournament tonight. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it is fucking up. Hopefully I'm still live and can be heard though. It is what it is. So yeah, that's where we're at. And now, with all of that covered, that was a lot. 3 videos worth of content. We're going to catch up on a Tokon tournament. This is La Yema. I don't even know if I could change my category, bro. Alas. Yo, this shit is freaking out, bro. Holy. Yeah, I don't think I can change my category. This shit is broken. Oh well. We're gonna be watching La Yema, which is hosted by my man's Pablo. Pretty solidly prominent tournament series, mostly based in Mexico, but I think their tournaments are for all of NA. Actually, I'm gonna take a look at his rules. Might not have time to get through all of this. 2 hours. It's gonna be like right on time as long as we skip the in between. So.
Oh, te gusta el pipazo, así es. Top 8 del Toconazo, el Toconasti. Número 3, Gish contra Ikari. Aquí les va la data, storylines, ¿cómo lo plantearía? Gish acaba de ganarle a Neku. Entonces tu XKO le gana a Fatal
You can hear but
Fury
not see.
2-0.
Be like that.
Y aparte, Gish, nuestro bicampeón actual del Toconazo. Yo lo dije hace rato. Para
Yeah,
mí,
they call this
actualmente,
Toconazo.
Gish, el mejor jugador mexicano de Marvel Tocón. Con base en los eventos
yeah.
presenciales y online que ha habido.
And
del
NA
juego,
it's allowed,
al menos acá en México. ¿Cómo voy a saber? Pues yo no topo otro torneo online semanal de Marvel Tocón acá en México. Claro, está AF, pero me parece que es bisemanal, ¿no? Por el otro lado, Ikari no topaba al Shinji Ikari, al Nakiri, pero le ganó 2-0, no solo a Chancla Atómica.
Oh, is the GTA reveal going on or something? Is that why Twitch is fucking up?
Loop. Ojo, sacó el loop de la Boop, mi brother. La Bubu. La pared, saludos.
Is there something GTA 6 related going on? It's on Netflix? Oh, okay. We're
Después
chilling
de
there.
esta, Romantic Style in the
Unless
World,
people are like restreaming that shit on Twitch or something.
Mira,
But
no tiempo gris, ojo ahí.
I don't know if you'd run into copyright
Hay
issues.
desarrollos no esperados el día de hoy en Toconazo. En Toconation.
Damn. We're RPSing like that?
Buenas, ¿cómo estamos, Pared? Saludos, gracias por tu apoyo día con día.
Oh, hell no.
Bien, usted todo bien, amigo, todo bien. Gracias por pasar, gracias por tu raid. Ojalá hayas tenido buen stream. Ahí me platican en el chat que andaban haciendo. Saludos. Ojo, Berserker Barrage. Beyblade X. Hubo un torneo de Beyblade recientemente aquí. presencial en México.
Big damage. Mr. Wolverine.
Avísenme.
Every time I see this, bro, like, his tag is Ikari, and that's the name of a really, really good Tekken player that won Evo Japan. And I'm like, bro, what the?
Saludos a la banda en TikTok, El negrito Cocurumbé. Toda la banda en YouTube, denle like, full tap. Tuki, pa, piki.
Any amount. It seems like most people are aligned with my line of thinking for the 2K.
Full. Paso para la
Shit, it's
banda
like, bruh.
después de que juegues, Andrew. Andamos cobeteando esa parte del bracket.
I think people are being
Ese
fucking
patch.
stupid about this.
Yo pensaba que era de Pokémon, no, ese es de
Asking for
Pokémon.
2K. Bro, he's asking for 2K to show up, bro. Like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Pensaba
And
que
people
era
were
un
like, yeah,
discordio
bro,
de-
it's too esports if you put it on stage. Frosty makes money if you do. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what? I'll say it. If you have a problem with Frosty making money on your little fucking stupid money match, then you're the fucking problem, bro. because they're doing it at their event, bro. These events create space, bro. TO's put themselves at financial risk so that you guys can show up and play fucking video games, bro. Like, if that is your biggest worry in all of this, then you've really lost the plot. I don't know how else I can say it.
Ok.
Like, it's so fucking stupid, bro. At that point, go to each other's houses and play then. Like, what are we talking about? I'm speaking up.
Sé que mis homies den. Sí, ahí pongo el link del chat de WhatsApp para que gusten. Creo que. A ver, déjame ver. Creo que existe comando también acá. Déjame ver. Uy, aguanten, ya pasaron. Sobres. Chale, ¿qué pedo con el bot en YouTube? A ver, aguanten. ¿Juego 2? Ah, no, creo que no hay comando de esto en TikTok. Digo, en YouTube. Déjenme pongo en YouTube. A ver. Atcom. W. Igual ahí está el comando, ahí está el chat para que guste. Creo que ahora sí ya lo voy a jalar. Ahí tienen, amigos, disfruten.
I'm speaking up.
Y también pongo el macherino por ahí para que... Message sobres. Estamos ready. Gracias a la gente que anda por ahí viendo el torneo. Ojalá se la estén pasando bien.
Send you the league so you can laugh. Bro, if you follow me, if you're really that much of a glazer, you should be follow me on Twitter anyway. What do you mean? What's up, Iceman? Yeah, sorry, Twitch is fucking up, bro. We're vibing right now. Asking 2K for a money match, let alone that small, is kind of absurd, bro. They're asking for 2K to run the match, bro. Faulty says it will cost 2K for him to play on stage. It's like, bro, you're not. And then Sajam caught a stray. Someone was like, well, all this going on, I swear to God, if Sajam gets involved, I'm going to lose it. And then Faulty was like, 5K if that nigga in particular streams it. I'm like, bro, like, y'all are fucking corny, bro. Y'all are corny as fuck. Y'all are being corny as fuck. This is about the Avatar thing, yeah. We have commenting in Spanish, announcements in English, and character voices in Japanese. I mean, yeah. The game you can actually individualize voiceover per character. So I don't know if all of them are Japanese, but apparently the GTA thing is because of Twitch. So someone must have been streaming it or something.
Assemble! Buena. Pero no es suficiente. Ojo acá. Ikari Gendo, Ikari Shinji.
Okay.
Additional Impact. Near Fourth Impact. GG's, Gish 2-0. Aguas con el tricampeón. Aguas con el potencial tricampeón. Anulo Mufa. Anulo Mufa, banda. Ajá. A ver, aguanta.
People piss me off, bro. What did SageM do? Bro, there's a whole group of people that are against SageM because they think he's like an industry plant or some shit. That was the last thing I read. There was a dude that was mad at SageM and Max and all that because they're inauthentic, apparently. Everyone wants to talk about authenticity, but the moment someone acts in a way that is different from your own worldview, then it's automatically inauthentic. It can't just be that people are different and they have different demeanors and they have different ways of thinking and they have different aspirations and goals and that. It has to be, oh, if they think different from what I would have done, they must be an industry plant. No one would do that authentically. It's like, bro, you're so fucking full of yourself. Like, you have your head up your ass so far. I just can't. I just can't. Like, bro, I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I wish I could wrap my head around the way these people think.
Vámonos. Tenemos el segundo tiro de Winner Semis. Romantic Style contra The Jimmy. Romantic le ganó a Scientificov. The Jimmy le ganó a Tiempo Gris. Ojo con eso, no cualquiera le gana al tiempo. Solo Jimmy y Momo. Ojo, el que tope esa referencia, conocedor.
I just, man.
Y se dejó caer la banda.
And me saying stuff like that, like, then they're gonna turn to me and be like, yeah, bro, he's an industry plant too. It's like, okay.
Ya vi. Este güey seguro.
Yep, Khalil the industry plant. Yep, totally.
A lo mejor incluso es el Jimmy
I'm
J
so
Tan,
fake.
Que en paz descanse. A lo mejor. A lo moto. Eu confio, você fala portunhol, eu ando em treino. Eu ando em muito treino de meu portunhol para uma chamba muito importante. Caralho. Agora eu devo ser brasileiro por motivos que nada.
Oh, Pagon answered me, bro.
Informar. ¿Se murió Mr. Naps? No, o sea, no estoy diciendo en verdad que haya pasado algo así. Lo digo más porque años sin ver a Jimmy J. Tran. Años sin ver a mi homie Jimmy J. Tran. Gran Brian de Tekken 7. ¿Qué tiempos? Sí, larga vida. Le deseamos salud, paz, prosperidad y amor a Jimmy J. Tran y a todos en este mundo, a todos. Espero que todos los que están viendo este stream conozcan a su gótica colombiana Tifa o su equivalente masculino. o género neutro para cualquier preferencia. Crossover. A ver, esta Panther. Nah, ya sabía que no iba a estar mucho tiempo esa Panther.
The post you're trying to reply to has been deleted or not visible to you. What? Bro. Bro. He deleted it? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Buena defensa,
Oh my
defensa.
god. Okay.
Lo finteó usando 3 de los dashes de lavado de Black Panther. Ojo, me sorprende que no haya pegado el 2H después del segundo. Qué buena, qué buena. A mis amigos de La Morada, en aproximadamente 40 segundos va a quedar un anuncio para que sepan, pero seguimos en vivo en las demás plataformas. A lo mejor es una excusa para que chequen el YouTube y se suscriban, o el TikTok. Gracias por su apoyo. No olviden darle tap tap. Full like, full tap, full let's go. ¿Lo al final? ¿El Blade?
They're like trying to do this. Oh, it's gonna be like old FGC, but it's like I don't think it's reasonable. Like they're like, okay, I just want it to be people recording on their phones and doing phone streams and shit. It's like, bro, someone's still gonna get the content that way, right? Like if they were against all forms of streaming, I think I would at least understand the perspective. I would still think it's silly, but I could at least understand the perspective. I don't want this to be streamed. I don't want anyone but the players and the people that are there in the moment to experience it. I could at least understand that. But like saying it's only a problem if the event streams it on the main stage and not if people stream it on their phone, I think that's asinine. That's asinine.
Se ve, no, estamos bien, no se me trabó nada o algo así. No, ok, estamos. Solo toda la banda que anda por ahí. Cualquier tema con el stream, me dicen. Regreso en un momento. Voy a firmar un documento.
Is it because they're asking money to players because the money is too much? I think both are silly given this situation. I think the principle of like asking for an appearance fee for a money match is just fucking stupid. And also the number is ridiculous. 2K is like, come on, bro. But yeah, I would disagree. No matter what amount it was, I would be opposed to it. But I'm even more opposed to it because the number exceeds what he's asking for more than what they're playing for, which doesn't make any fucking sense, right?
Qué huele, I'm back. Guess who's back? Back
Am
again.
I misguided?
Shady's
Like,
back, tell a
if
friend.
someone is on his side, I would love to hear the ideology behind it, but I can't. I'm having trouble rationalizing it. Like, I don't really get it. He's called a plant because he likes 2xKO, but it's called a plant after Sony gives him a big bag of money for a few Tokon videos. Yeah, I mean, well, it's definitely biased. People just are opposed to, like, they're just like, hey, if you like something different than me, then it can't be. Like, they can't fathom people liking different things and acting in different ways that they would, right?
Oh, no,
That's why it feels inauthentic to them because they lack perspective.
Lil Uzi Bird.
If you can't see things from other people's perspectives, then it's really easy to fool yourself into thinking, oh, they must be getting paid, or they must be a shill, or they must be inauthentic. But it's really you that lacks the perspective in the first place. So, I mean, Sajam chose to not go to Evo once the Saudi thing kicked in, bro. I mean, like, you think that's industry plant behavior? I certainly don't think so. He would make a shit ton of money going to that event. If we think money and notoriety were the only were the main driving factors, you know.
Oh, you almost got me. Por poco, casi me pillabas. Por poquinho. Oh, Big Apple Style. No mató. Traía SPG al final.
You know, it
Tranquilo,
is
banda.
what it is.
1-1,
It-
Jimmy
it-
Tran.
like, and again, like,
En la
that's why I'm like
casa,
open to,
en la casa.
like, if there's anyone that agrees with him, that's why I want to hear from them, because like I'm having trouble like rationalizing it. Like, I don't think it's rational. I think this is one of those things. It's like either you think that it should be nobody should stream it, or you think, you know, to me it's like one or the other, right? To me, it's no different like letting people stream on their phones and record it and stuff like someone's still getting content and views and money by doing that, right? Why is it suddenly a problem just because it's the event organizers? I don't understand that. They're the ones that are giving you the venue. You chose to play in their venue. Why is it suddenly a problem that they, and like Avatar sets are short, bro. A first to 10 is not going to last that long. You really think it's going to be like significant, like, you know, like I just don't think it's as big of a deal as they think it is. Like, that's just going to be over pretty quick, bro. Like, it's like
Venga, 1-1 banda, 1-1 banda Bandai. ¿Quién va a ser? ¿Quién va a ganar? Va a ganar el que juega Guilty Gear Strive, el que juega 2xKO o el que juega Tekken. ¿Quién va a ganar? Ustedes digan. Yo creo que va a ganar el que juega videojuegos.
they got your ass, bro. They watching. I don't know. I'm seeing a whole lot of old school mentality running on the idea of authenticity and this and that, but no, Twitch is like fucking up because of GTA. It's been having issues.
Ando coberteando un match en stream. Aquí, ojo. Romantic. Perfect. Perfect romantic style. Romantic perfect style. Oh, pura voltereta le hizo. Se alcanza a matar esto, creo, ¿no? No sé, ya vimos uno igual y no mató. Sí, ya decía yo. Después de uno ya es patrón, ¿eh? Ya es patrón eso. El assist en el aire lo pilla. Ojo, Sykes le gana a Cientificov 2-0 y Escuadritos le gana a Neku 2-1. Los dos finalistas de Fatal Fury quedan fuera del top 8. Tangi. Después estábamos directo a Winners Finals, para que sepan, amigos. Sigue top 8 en users corriendo mientras. Oh, casi. Lo quiso truquear, le quiso hacer la chueca. Esto no es KOF. Esto no es Yori Yagami. Es Blade. Se parecen, pero no es exactamente igual. Ojo. Romantic. Quiere forzar, quinto juego, quinto partido. México, Inglaterra. Gilberto Mora. Oh, te ves pillando el assist al rival. ¿Qué va a hacer? Que se vea en el chat. 1 por Romantic, 2 por Jimmy. En el chat. 1 por Romantic, 2 por Jimmy. Un vaso, loops. Loops de Jimmy. Ah, no, es Iron Man. Ojo. Oh, ahí vienen los loops. No, va por el wall break. Recupera barrita. Full defense. Buena. Con armor. Frenando de vuelta al neutro. Buscando. Agarra el assist. Más no al rival. Cambio, crossover. Oh, primer botón, creo, ¿no? No se cubrió. Nada. Scramble.
No funny, Tochimo.
¿Qué está pasando? Para atrás, nada. Oh, adiós. Creo que. No sé si aquí es que no le faltan assist. Si tuviera assist, creo que sí mataba. O si alcanza a construir el assemble. No, pero Dark Child creo que sí, ¿no? No sé, ya vi dos. Pero es que aquí sí está muy bajo. Creo que se alcanza. Si no, lo va a dejar con un pixelito apenas. Sí, ya, sabes, ya. Después de 3, ya, shame on me, pero aguas. Aquí creo que de un combo con assemble, creo que sí mata. No, pillado. Masheo. En el gap ahí, ¿no? Romantic 2-1 sobre Jimmy. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué es? Vamos con Winners Finals de una. Vamos pues con Winners Finals, banda. Gish contra Romantic. Estamos dando tantito a Romantic, se ocupa. ¿Qué ole? ¿Cómo están todos por ahí? ¿Cómo está la banda? ¿Qué dicen? ¿Qué dicen? Let's go. Let's go. Gish, ¿qué pedo? Entro para el Gish, aquí estaba. Si puede venir, porfa. Para que le demos. Sobres. Ah. Winners, Finals. Romantic Style contra Gish. Gish está aquí en camino a seguir haciendo historia en Marvel Tocón mexicano. El bicampeón actual del Toconazo, el torneo más grande de Marvel Tocón de Latinoamérica, de México y de Latinoamérica y del mundo de habla hispana. Si Gish ganara este torneo, sería su tercera vez consecutiva. Sería un triple G-Master. Tricampeón, Tri-G-Master, Tri-Disaster, como si fuera jefe de Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Como si fuera un Kuyata. Vamos a dar un thank you.
I would be so, bro. If I were Elvin reading all this shit, bro, I would respectfully tell him to suck my dick. I think that would be my response if I were Elvin in this situation.
Félix C, gracias por compartir el live en TikTok. Un saludo, amigo. Gracias, amigo. Saludos. TKM. Saludos, saludos. ¿Cómo está la banda por ahí? ¿Cómo estamos? Bro Science, ¿qué hubo? ¿Qué hubo? ¿Cómo estás? Pipazo, pipazo. Toconazo. El torneo Fatal Fury de pares, así es, el sábado, 4 p.m. Está la info en Discord, en Facebook, en Twitter, en StarGG. StarGG diagonal Gema. Yo ese día no voy a estar, pero se queda el team al mando.
No funny Twitch emotes. It's tough out here, bro. It's tough. It's real tough. It's real tough.
Said, ¿cómo estamos, amigo? Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás, bro? ¿Cómo estás? Sí, está chido el juego, no está mal. No está mal el juego. Pero esto pasa, te pegan una vez y si el rival sabe que show, explotas. Y adiós, ojo, se zafó. Reflect.
Ziggish. Romantic style. Yeah, What's the last game? What's the last game I saw romantic style play?
Zero-ish. Saludos, saludos.
We've gotta. Brace yourself. Round one.
Ojo, ojo. What the fuck? Oh shit. A ver. Ok, a ver, aguante, estamos ahí atendiendo ese puntito. Va. Vamos a retomar a partir del 1-0. Vamos.
Brace yourself. Round one.
Ok, ahora sí juego 2. Confío en que no se va a caer de nuevo.
Oh my god, bro. These people have no principles, I swear.
いつでもいけるわ Round 2 やれよ
¿Qué huele? What's going on?
Round 3 やれよ
These people are pretty dumb, I think. I don't know how else to say it, chat. Damn it, man.
Chido el canal
It's like-
secundario Uranet, volverá a subir videos constantes. Acabo de subir uno la semana pasada, bro.
I don't think this makes any sense.
No sé si lo viste.
Oh, is Twitch not freaking out anymore?
Sí,
That's good.
espero hacer más. Tengo uno que nada más tengo que meter de música
Kinda
y
cursed.
videos encima y ya, pero como estoy con lo de Gamergy estaba en chinga y no lo he hecho. Pero sí tengo, o sea, es que tengo fácil como 5 a 8 videos, güey, readies, en el que nada más tengo que editar. Quiero hacer más, güey, quiero hacer muchos más, güey. Pero la vida pasa, güey, se me complica. Pero sí quisiera hacer más, güey, quiero hacer más, güey. Sobre todo tengo que empezar a hacer de Gundam, güey, para que me empiecen a invitar a los fucking eventos de Gundam. Me caga que no me inviten a los eventos de Gundam, los de Bandai. Te agradezco tu comentario del canal, qué bueno que te gusta, bro. ¿Cuál video te gusta más? ¿Cuál fue tu favorito? Si no topan, tengo un canal secundario donde hablo de todo que no tenga que ver con juegos de pelea.
Player 2 wins.
Gish 2-0. ¿Dónde está el secundario, güey? No, no es este. Uranet. Ura. Commands. A ver. Según yo, hay otro por acá.
I don't want to read this.
Vamos.
Brace yourself. Round 1
Wow, juraba que tenía uno de Uranet. Según yo juraba que tenía un comando de una net. Sí, Kamen Rider este año es su 55 aniversario. La primera serie salió en el 71. Incluso más vieja que Gundam.
I like talking to people, bro.
Uno es Kamen
I can't
Rider,
lie.
en el 76
This is
Gorenka y la
fine.
primera
This
es
is fine.
Super Sentai.
I think he and I just have very
El
different.
79 es Gundam.
Like he's very old school. Like he's trying to be very old school.
Va la cronología
And, like,
de esas franquicias.
I don't know. I guess I'm just like on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, bro. Like I don't romanticize the old days of FGC like at all, bro. Like I respect the foundation upon which we had to be built, but like I think people were way too in their own heads about like trying to emulate old school, bro. Like no matter how much you try to make it 2006, we're in 2026, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like you know? Like that's kind of how I look at things. It's like you can try to fabricate it all you want, but is that not just being fake? Why is that considered being real? Isn't that just like you trying to force it to be a certain way in an era that it no longer exists?
Esta saga de Transformers Generación 1, creo que llegué a ver algunos episodios de Mother, pero no la he visto completa o actualmente como para poder darte una opinión o juicio al respecto. Pero un dato de esas primeras series de Transformers es que me parece, no tengo la información completa, pero sí hubo unas series de Transformers que en realidad la animación la mandaban a hacer a Japón. Lo mismo con algunas series de Marvel, como la de X-Men y así. Había unas así que mandaban a hacer allá a Japón. Pues hay varias series de Transformers, ¿no? Las de 2D, las de 3D, luego las que hicieron en los 2000 que salían en Estados Unidos, que salían en Cartoon Network. Pues sí hay varias, ¿no? Y ojo, 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. Hay tiro todavía, banda. Hay tiro todavía. Mada Tairo arimasu.
GTA 6 bugged out Twitch, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Venga.
I don't know. I guess it was someone restreaming. Is that what it actually was?
Va a caer un anuncio en la morada en 1 minuto, banda. Doy el pitazo. Seguimos en vivo en las demás plataformas.
People were restreaming it. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they were gonna like clap people with copyright stuff or not, but that's cool.
Ojo, Goro Gallardo, gracias por compartir el live. Ojo, Gish. Aguanta. No. 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 ¿Aquí hay pared? ¿O lo manda? Oh, no importa. Porque aguanta, no alcanza a matar, ¿no? Sí, no tiene suficiente para el siguiente. ¡Wow! ¡Oh, no!
Excellent.
Tricampeón. ¿Será?
Player 2 wins.
Wow. W A U. Híjole.
Hello.
W A W, bro.
WAW.
Wolverine.
Brace yourself. Round 1.
Loser Semis, el último 2 de 3 de la noche. Hablo predicción. Ahí está el tiro, banda. Disfruten, saludos. ¿Dónde están los fans del Jimmy? Que se vean, que explote el stream. En la roja ya están. Darktesia, saludos. Dice todo al Jimmy. Ojo, ¿será? Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy J Tran. Oh, Seppuku. Perfect Seppuku.
Uh-oh, I got DM'd. It's over.
Seppuku perfecto.
I don't think this is a rebuttal, bro. Damn. No, this is the Jimmy. Not Jimmy J. Yeah. Yo, relax, man.
Ajá, ajá, ajá. Pillado con el overhead. Adiós, aquí se acaba la movie. Aquí se acaba la movie.
No, yeah. That's
Ah. Pero oye, es que me sorprende a mí porque a Jimmy no sé si yo no lo había visto antes o se me olvidó, pero yo veo a toda la banda aquí, ¿sabes? De que vamos Jimmy, el club de fans, ¿eh?
Player one wins.
Tokio, el club de fans. Sí ganó Jimmy, ¿no? Según yo. Sí, ganó Jimmy Neutron.
yeah, I had someone message me. It's like, bro, why are you talking with this guy, bro? He's just defending his friend because this and that. And like, I knew that. I knew that in the first place. Right? Like, I knew that. It's just, you know, I have a brain bug where I have to engage in good faith. I can't write people off like that unless we've talked to the point where I'm like, okay, this isn't doing anything anymore, right? Until then, I'm just like, you know, like, here, I'm gonna give you guys his latest reply. Like, I guess maybe it's biased because obviously I'm the one he's having a conversation with, but I don't really see how this is a rebuttal to what I'm saying. Like, he said, so his issue is outside entities benefiting, right? Outside entity, like, this is the way I've understood the conversation. His issue is that outside entities are benefiting, and if that's the case, that Faulty has the right to ask for compensation to show up for the event. Now, I countered with, I think that him being paid for the event undermines the money match itself because it's not his own money. And no matter what you do, whether it's phone streams or this or that, right, someone's going to benefit. I think that much is true. Like, someone's going to have this recording on their phone. Like, someone's going to get the content, right? I think that's definitely 100% true. No doubt in my mind. And so I reference, like, older money matches that have been played on big stages, like Sanford versus Duck in Marvel 2 was played, this is 2006, was played on EVO main stage, right? And I don't like the idea that, like, I hate the rhetoric that people are doing where it's like, oh yeah, only the event benefits from it being on the main stage. I don't think that's true. I think the players benefit too, right? Especially in current era. Like, back then, them playing on EVO main stage probably only really benefited EVO, right? Because they are getting, they're getting everything, right? And social media wasn't that big back then. So, like, you're not going to get Twitter followers. Like, Twitch wasn't as big. I don't even know if either of those guys ever streamed ever. Right, I think currently nowadays, especially with how big this has become, there's much more. It's much easier to see the direct benefit, right? Because, like, even Barbar has already gotten a ton of followers from this, right? He's gotten like 200, 300 followers. That matters for a fighting game player, right? Whether it be on Twitter or Twitch, like, yes, it's indirect. Like, it's definitely indirect. Like, there's no guarantee that the people that followed you will stick around for your content or this or that, but I think it's still a benefit, especially in current day where, you know, content creation and influencer culture is a thing, right? I don't think that's unreasonable. And so, like, this reply of, like, yes, the possibility is there. So he admits that it's a possibility, but then he says, he, like, insults the FGC by saying it's a bunch of ADD and ADHD people, so they won't care after the, it's like, but that's not automatic though. You already conceded that the possibility is there, right? Like I don't understand. I don't really get that part. I don't really get that part. It feels like he doesn't want to agree with me fully. Like he actually agrees with the point, but he doesn't want to agree with me fully. So, so he has to sneak that in there. I don't get it. I don't. Because in my opinion, if the problem is right, if the problem is you don't want anyone but the players to benefit from it, right? Or if you want more control over who benefits from it, then don't play it at Frosty's, right? Don't play it in the venue of an event that is not yours, right? Just play it in your hotel rooms. Just money match in the hotel room, and then only the people that you want can show up for the hotel room, right? And only the people that you want to stream it or record it can stream or record it. But even then, someone is still benefiting from it, that it's not them, right? Unless it is explicitly streamed on their own channels or the VOD goes up on their own channels solely, someone's going to benefit from it no matter what. That is not them. Right? So that's where I'm at with that.
Yo, de Kaim, ¿cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estás, man? Saludos. Pongo anuncio. Ofrecimos un momento a Jimmy. Vamos a ver. Ah, no. Va, luego. Va. Sobres.
Yeah, like, you know, where's the hotel compensation? I said that too. I was like, why not just do this in a hotel room and then you have direct control over, you know, it just doesn't, you know, like I guess I don't fully grasp.
Sobres.
Because that's what I would do. Like, you know,
Final,
I think these two things are antithetical, right? Like you saying, I want a money match at Frosty's, right? Like if you're saying we're doing it at the event, that means you're doing it in front of people no matter what, right? It's no longer just you two. It's going to be everyone that's there at the time and this and that. Like you're already making it a bigger thing, right? And so the principle from that is, if you're making it a bigger thing, why not go as big as you can go, right? And I understand that ideology. Like, why not put this shit on main stage where everyone can see it? Because you're already making it public by doing this on Twitter and not in DMs. And you're doing this in the venue where people can crowd around and shit anyway, right? You're already making it a big thing that people care about, right? So at that point, why not go as big as you can go, right? I think people are drawing this arbitrary line where, oh, this much publicity is now esports. And so now it's soulless and this and that. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Qué buena entrada. Adiós. Adiós, sí. Claro, claro.
Shout out. Okay, I think all of that is ready. We should have an announcement today too. If you're confident you're gonna beat their ass. Yeah. I mean, well, that's what some people are saying. You know, like if you're confident you're gonna win, then what's the problem? It's so that was like one of my things too. It's like if you're so sure you're gonna win, right? It actually benefits you even more, right? Like you should fall more in line with my mentality. If you think you're going to win, if you're sure you're going to win, then yes, you would want the biggest stage and you would want the most eyes on it because it only benefits you, bro. It only benefits you as a fighting game entity. And he has a stream. You know, you just want to maximize on it, no? I mean, it just makes sense to me, but obviously not everyone, you know, adheres to that. But at least it feels logical to me.
Aquí mata, ¿no? Sí, aquí con todo lo que tiene de recursos.
But yeah, it's...
¿Qué tan conservador se quiere poner? Ajá, pared.
now it's like somehow this has caused a culture war. Like now people are turning this into esports versus not esports. It's like, bro, there have been plenty of high profile fighting game money matches that have been played on streams, bro. I don't know why people are acting like this is like some revolutionary thing. Like, have any staff from Frosties even chimed in? No. It's the one commentary that was being inflammatory.
Ajá, Big Apple Style. A ver, voy a hablar comentarios aleatorios, pero una cosa que me doy mucho cuenta es que este juego le gusta hacer ataques con escombros, con daño aleatorio, o sea, con elementos aleatorios.
I mean, like I said, respectfully, if I'm Frosties, if I'm like an owner of Frosties and some player tells me to pay them 2K for a $400 money match appearance, like I'm telling you to suck my dick, respectfully, right? Like I'm not doing that. I don't think any self-respecting TO is gonna do that either. At most, I think like there are ways to negotiate. Like if you want the content, like if you don't want all the content to strictly go to Frosties, and you want it to be like, okay, you guys can stream it, but the VODs go up on our channels or something, then cool, that's fine. I don't see why that's an issue. Like that I'd be okay with that. But $2,000 for 400, like, bro, this is not gonna make that much money. Like, I don't think people know how ad revenue works.
1-0.
Avatar does not last that long, bro. This shit is not gonna take long. Like, they're probably gonna run ads before it starts and at the end. That's the most. They're gonna get 2 ad runs. That's it. And at most, you could probably maybe make, I don't know, maybe a few $100, like maybe $200. Something like that, running 2 sets of ads. Like, they're not gonna run ads during the match, so like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very weird. It's very weird, especially that number in particular. It's like, okay, it's
Sobres. Juego 2. Este es a 3, banda. Quien gane aquí va contra el bicampeón Gish, que quiere volverse tricampeón. Yo creo que si gana Gish lo voy a entrevistar. No más por convivencia. También depende de qué tanto tiempo tardemos. Yo al ritmo que vamos, preveo que acabemos 11, 11:15. Si hay reset, podemos acabar hasta 11:30, creo. Uno diría, no manches, vamos bien, son 10, casi 20. Pero no, si todavía esto podría, dependiendo cómo va este set. O sea, este set podría acabar hasta 10:30 o hasta 10:40. Si va hasta quinto juego o quinto round. Entonces, pues digo, no se confíen. A lo mejor y tal vez algunos ya han hecho este ejercicio, ¿no? Pero, o sea, matemáticamente, o sea, si el juego podría tomar hasta 20, media hora, un set, un 3 de 5, cuando metes todos los elementos. O sea, mira, mete de entrada, cada ronda son 99 segundos, ¿no? Entonces multiplica 99 por 5.
look at this dude, bro.
Entre 60.
Like, what's wrong with these people, bro?
¿Qué juego, güey? ¿Qué juego esta? 8 minutos 25 segundos, güey. O sea, casi 9 minutos si quieres así ser super, ultra, hiper, mega escéptico asumiendo lo peor. Un juego, güey. Un juego. Ahora multiplica eso que pueden ser hasta 5 juegos en un primero a 3. Bueno, primero vamos con primero a 2, ¿no? Sería 8.25 por 3. 24.75, 25 minutos, un 2 de 3 puede durar, güey.
What's wrong with these people, bro?
Eso es la pura matemática del timer que están viendo en pantalla. Agrégale el factor humano, agrégale el que en Star GG son 7 minutos hasta que le den DQ si no hace check-in. Entonces ahí pueden ser hasta 31 minutos como el programa de televisión, banda. Y eso solo es en hacer check-in en Star GG. Luego en lo que se comunican y hablan, uno no responde o no aparece o está en otro bracket. Y a pesar de todo eso también después, si va a stream el match como aquí, que tienen que salirse y volver a entrar para que no haya dissings, o sea, sabes, eso ya hasta 35, casi 40 minutos, bro. Un set, güey. Un set. 2 de 3. Estamos hablando de 2 de 3, bro. 2 de fucking 3.
Bro, this dude used to follow me back in Dragon Ball days. I'm pretty sure he's one of those people that started hating me because the bum shit. I'm like, who even are you, bro? Like, it's...
Todas las variables que dijimos, 45 a 50. O sea, podemos quedarnos aquí hasta mañana, literalmente. Si esto fuera sus últimas consecuencias. O sea, y todo esto digo nada más como, vaya, es un ejercicio, ¿sabes? No es como... Bueno, si es TO y luego ya quieres como que ultra, hiper, mega optimizar tus tiempos y justo planificar alrededor de juegos y así, pues es recomendable hacer este tipo de exploraciones, ¿no? Cuantificar, itemizar los tiempos que puede durar un juego. Pues nada más comparto eso de referencia, ¿no? O sea, para platicar, para convivir mientras vemos el match. Aquí puede matar, ¿no? O sea, podría haber hecho super con 2. Creo. A lo mejor no. Buen reflect. Ojo, quinto round. Por ejemplo, este juego ya más de 5 minutos duró, ¿eh? Plataforma gratuito con gráficas 8 bits, se llama Street Fighter X Mega Man. Ah, mira, no topaba, güey, no topaba ese rollo.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude's tweets. I'm looking at his replies, bro.
Paso aquí,
People's
pasa
replies,
Assembly,
chat.
pero no mata el Assembly. Ya no puede. Va por el combazo. Se queda sin assists. Oh,
People's
pillao.
replies. No, people's
Se
replies,
hace
bro.
backdash. Te caché haciendo backdash.
What a weirdo, bro.
Pero ahí está. Los fans de Jimmy. ¿Dónde están los fans de Jimmy? ¿Dónde están los fans de Romantic, güey? Ahora los fans de Romantic son fans de Jimmy. ¿Cómo cambia la banda, güey? ¿Cómo cambia la banda de un día para otro, brother?
Bro, dude's a fucking weird. Like, how do I attract the most weird fucking people, bro? You already know you know who's gonna comment on this too because I'm talking on a I'm speaking on a New York player, so now you know it's inevitable.
Fue Gish Romantic, no Gish Jimmy. Aparte, yo he pensado que había llegado Jimmy a la final, pero no fue Romantic, sí, no. De hecho, Romantic le ganó a Jimmy en Winner Semis. Y aquí Jimmy está dando la de su vida a Romantic. Está despertando el romántico. ¿Valió madre, tú crees? Quién sabe, a lo mejor ahorita es cuando despierta, cuando activa el X Factor.
No, you can't use those, Brash. You're not a member, brother.
Oh, one sec.
Aaron said I have that person blocked.
Ya está en a 12 el romántico, güey. Wow. Lo mufé a mi brother.
Oh my god. These people are not real, bro. Are not real. These homunculi.
Herman, gracias por los 2 bits, man. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Qué te parece el torneo? Andamos de chill, banda, ya saben. Cuando sos nomás tú y yo, andamos de chill. Pues invito a la banda. Disculpen que no tengo casters, pero es que no veo a muchos dándole al Tocón. Nomás al Moña y al Sig y al Devil May Cry cuando los traje. Nadie más. ¿Quién castea Tocón? ¿Quién castea Tocón? Dígame ahí en el
Do I
chat.
get more money from memberships here than subs on Twitch?
¿Quién se da sus Tocón?
Not from you. Not from you. Memberships on YouTube are 70-30,
Pa' saber.
but so are tier 3s on Twitch.
Yo casteo nomás mi local, pero digo pura main. Pues igual que yo, güey, aquí ahorita. Es lo que estás viendo en pantalla ahorita.
Player 2 wins.
2-1.
There are timeouts in this game. He said that's so rare. I've never seen this before.
Brace yourself. Round 1.
Romantic Stars de Ramón Valencia. No sé quién es ese miembro. Te la debo. No me sé el nombre de Romantic. El único Ramón que topo es el Romance.
Is people dropping it? Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, bro. Respectfully, right? Like people were like mad at like Sagem and Diaphone. Like I don't even think they said anything about it, bro. Like I don't think they said anything about wanting to stream it. I could be wrong. I didn't see anything about that though. Mostly I saw people talking about Frosty main stage, which would make way more sense given it's at Frosty's. But like
Nice, man.
if Sagem and Diaphone are there in person because they said that like they're gonna be at the event to watch it, what's the problem with them streaming from their phones just like everyone else, right? Like I don't understand that. And this player in particular, like I said, has played in money matches on other people's streams before. Like it's not like it's a foreign concept to him. I guess it's just that these are not his explicit friends, so it's not okay. But I think that's pretty weak principle. I don't know. Like I'm sure if Bum came out and said he wanted to stream it, he'd be cool with it. And Bum is not a small streamer. No, Frosties would never do that. The court of public opinion would destroy them if they ever did that. Plus, it does just benefit the event for them to like they've already benefited by like them agreeing to play at Frosties because like people are gonna go explicitly for that, right? Like I don't know if it's that many people are gonna spend all that money just to watch a money match, but people are saying that they will. We'll see how many people actually follow through.
2-1.
But you can't believe that there are timeouts at Marvel 3 and 1 second in that game is like 2.5 seconds. Oh, true. Marvel timer is real. In this game, I think seconds are actually seconds, but there's a lot of freezes because of cinematics and stuff. It was like that in Dragon Ball too. It's like the timer in that game was long, and then also the timer froze for fucking everything.
Gracias por los beats, saludos, saludo a toda la banda, Un saludo a los 37 viewers. Hay 37 viendo, luego por eso la banda dice que traigo bots, güey, porque sale tanto número, pero sale como 4 en el chat. No hay falla, yo sé que hay muchos lurkers. I also know there's some English viewers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys made it public. Like, I don't know why that responsibility is being dodged either. That's what I brought that up. I was like, you made it public. This could have been in DMs handled privately. You announced it at an event that a lot of people are going to be at and realistically want to see it. It's not insane that people want more people to see it. You already,
Pero me
you know,
tengo demasiado respeto para hacer.
if it doesn't end up happening, it's fine. But I'm just saying, like,
Hay chingo de banda que lo hace, o sea,
at that point, just play in your room, bro. Just play in the hotel room.
pues, dale,
just play in a hotel room.
me gusta hacerla de emoción,
Then you don't even got to get the venue involved, right?
la legitimidad y que no
I don't see the issue with that.
se-
I'm fine with it either way, whether it's played on stage or not played on stage. I just want them to play.
la época actual, como
That's really what matters at the end of the day. I just don't see an issue with it being on stage, just like I don't see an issue with it being off stage. That is so cursed when that happens. The funny thing is that like Marvel 3 actually has like explicit timeout strategy, which is cool. There's not many. I feel like people are afraid for there to be timeouts, but
códigos, amigos, hay 41, así es.
like when you do TAC and you do Dante Infinite, like it does so little damage that it burns the clock so long that often like when they're done you don't even have time to make a comeback. I think that's really cool. It's a really cool win condition.
Lleva una win condition para el Romantic. Si Romantic pegara y lleva pared, creo que puede matar. Ni siquiera tiene que hacer assemble. Aquí no llega. Ajá, ya, GG's. The Jimmy J. Trang. Jimmy. Vamos a ello.
Player one wins.
Ahí está, dejen, preparo todo. ¿Cómo estamos?
Brace yourself. Round one.
Ya llegamos.
It's been a
estamos
fun day.
Aquí es la gran final del Toconazo 3. Gish contra Jimmy. Jimmy viene de Losers. Gish bicampeón, buscando volverse tricampeón, Triple G Master. Algo que no cualquiera ha logrado. Me pongo a pensar en quienes recientemente se han vuelto Triple G Masters acá en el canal. Y el único, amigos, el único que me viene a mente en tiempo reciente, este año, en los últimos 6 meses aprox, el API, Mr. API, el API Kula. Ojo ahí.
Excellent.
Otro por ahí que seguro sí es Triple G Master, el Dark Angel. Robert tal vez. Super Greñas tal vez. Ojo, pinche Hall of Fame ahí, Gish gana acá, se uniría a esos. Se volvería a Gish básicamente cofero honorario. Entonces cuando vayan a decir...
It's so crazy because that dude used to be a viewer, bro. That guy that left that comment, bro, used to be a viewer.
Cuidado con la cartera, Porque es un cofero.
I remember.
Perfect. Round three.
What a world.
Saludo a la banda ahí en el chat. Gracias a todos los que están por aquí viendo. Seguimos con la gran final. Vamos a ver si gana Gish. Bueno, voy a entrevistar a quien gane. Los voy a invitar a los dos si quieren venir. A ver si vienen. A ver qué show.
I mean, he hadn't been a viewer for a long ass time, so it is what it is.
Perfect.
But yeah, but viewer in quotes. What do you mean by that?
El glider, güey. EX ahí, güey. Qué mamada. Ojo, Jimmy J. Tran.
Like, it's so crazy. To me, like, it's pretty insane for me to go out of my way and like try to bring nuance to these conversations and
Ojo,
all that.
Ojo.
And like, and then just like have these random shitters who like, I don't know you, bro. Like, why are you commenting on my shit in the first place? Like, it's like,
Se adaptó el rival.
you know, to start referring to DBFZ people that way. That's kind of fair.
No homo.
There are still some left though, so I don't want to do a blanket statement like that, you know.
Pillao. Fuck. No mata. Lo sabía, loco, lo sabía. He visto 4 de esos ya. Tenía que adivinar uno mínimo. Lo sabía. Ojo, le dio la BPP, el VPN. Gish 1-0. Cuidado, peligro. Tengo miedo. Tengo mello. Tengo Maido. A ver qué tal, a ver qué tal. ¿A quién le van ustedes? ¿Quién quieren que gane? ¿Quién quieren que se lleve el tercer toconazo? El tercer toconazo. ¿Pueden jugar, please? Nope. Ya decía yo que había algo.
Yeah, you can be seen. What's up, bro? Are you free from whatever Twitch curse is going? Yeah, GTA 6 took over Twitch, bro. Shit was messed up. What's up, Soul Song? What's up, man?
Ok. Seguimos.
Brace yourself. Round 1.
Juego 2, venga. Let's go. Let's go.
What's up? Release day is gonna. Oh yeah. Release day is gonna be like the internet's gonna fucking get fucked up. In general, I'm sure. YouTube rubbing their hands together, waiting for that day. I'm doing fine. It's funny conversations happening today, bro. Yeah, I've been talking about a lot of stuff.
Qué güey, perdón, andaba viendo.
My Twitter's ablaze right now, which is pretty funny.
Uf, tengo miedo por Jimmy, Necesito que todos los fans de Jimmy salgan, ¿Dónde están, ¿Dónde estaban? ¿Dónde están ahorita? Que le están dando una madrina. Bueno, aquí ya tiene con Vaso, con Blade, los loops. Mitad de vida, not bad. Oh, no. Mi homie no bloqueó abajo. Se va a comer el Oki con Glider. Esto no mata, según yo. Oh, no es tanta vida, a lo mejor sí. No, sí, lo sabía. I knew it. I fucking knew it. También es porque entró abajo, ¿no? Porque entró con low, entonces hay scaling por ahí, ¿no? También puede ser. No, ¿qué pasó, Jimmy? ¿Qué pasó, Jimmy J. Trans? Jimmy J. Trans. Trans Music, obvio. No sé qué andaban pensando. Uf. Oh, no. 2-0. Tengo miedo, amigos. Tengo miedo. Tengo mello candilero.
Found out through chords. It's fucking nonsense at the end of the day, right? Like it doesn't fucking matter.
Brace yourself. Round one.
Juego 3. Esto puede ser todo. Si Gish gana este juego, se gana el tercer toconazo y se vuelve tricampeón Triple G Master. Algo que no cualquiera ha logrado aquí en los 10 años de historia de la gema. Antes de que me tocara a mí tomar el trabajo, el negocio familiar, creo que solo hubo 2 en toda la historia del negocio familiar de hacer torneos acá. De
Cannon Kill.
50 años que llevamos en la gema, que saben que es un negocio familiar. Mi papá me enseñó, el papá de mi papá le enseñó a él, el papá de su papá le enseñó a él y así sucesivamente. Y de los 2 que yo encontré en el árbol genealógico de Triple G Masters, había 2. Uno de ellos era Pancho Villa y el otro era Colosio. Así se las dejo. Así se las dejo, amigos. Ahí ustedes hagan cuentas. ¿En qué juego? Esta. Y paso. Toconazo. Ojo, Jimmy. ¿Qué me perdí? Ojo, a ver. Venga, Jimmy, por favor, dale algo a los fans, dale algo a todos los Jimmy Livers. Que no sé, desaparecieron, ¿eh? Así pasa, así pasa. Yo te entiendo, Jimmy. Yo he estado ahí. Cuando uno está prosperando, ahí están todos. Pero cuando te está dando en la madre, Gish, y estás 2-0 abajo en el set, ahí sí nadie aparece, ¿verdad? Así es la banda, así es la banda. Pero bueno, es que Jimmy está mostrando, está bien, no hay falla.
Player one wins.
Estoy Jimmy, no le creas, porque solo aparecen.
This shit has
cuando
definitely gotten out of hand, though,
está
chat. I can't lie.
abajo, güey. Uno tiene que estar en las buenas
It's
y
got-
en las
it's
malas,
gotten out of
güey,
hand.
¿sabes? Te lo digo yo como
Because
fundador,
people were
como
going at the
final
players
de fans,
like way too hard over this, bro. Like I
yo
just
que lo conozco desde Tekken
I just
7,
wanted an
¿sabes?
explanation.
Algunos
Some
van a
people are
decir,
doing the
"Ah,
absolute most for no
historia,
reason,
¿no?",
bro. It's not that
pero van a
deep.
decir, "Nah". Desde Tekken 7, bro. Yo estuve ahí, Gandalf. Yo estuve ahí.
Round one.
Todavía sigue vivo el Jimmy Livers en el chat. ¿A poco sí está muy duro el Gish? Porque yo jugué con él en The Siege, bro. Hace como una semana, 2. Jugamos, güey. Y le saqué un round, güey. Me ganó 2-0, sí, pero le saqué un round. Entonces en mi cabeza, ¿sabes? Si sangra, puede morir. Si sangra, puede morir, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Fighting games are so funny, man.
If it bleeds, it can be killed.
Oh no. Oh my god, he's actually playing Blade and not just back assist.
Uy, güey, no mames el daño. Y creo que sí iba a alcanzar a matar aún con todo eso. ¡Qué locura! Wow, con vaso. Ah, es que había pillado una más. Sí, justo ya decía yo. Sí, le dije, chale. Se hinchó la Matrix o qué show. Alguien detenga, por favor.
That's D
a
Jimmy. That is D
Gish
Jimmy.
Ahora mismo.
It has it in his name.
Está a punto de volverse Triple G-Master, haciendo historia nunca antes visto en Marvel Tocón, en la gema. Oh, no, oh, lo mezcló, pero no hubo follow-up después del mix-up, left-right. Down low, too low, supo, suwi, uy. No, GG's. GG's, no puedo creer. Estamos viendo historia, amigos. No, va por el wall break. ¿Qué pasó? Oh, backstep para atrás, armor, pero no, Gish lo logra. Hace historia, tricampeón de autoconazo, ganando 3 consecutivos, Triple G-Master, histórico, solo él, Pancho Villa y Colosio y Obama. Damn. Histórico.
Player two wins.
¿Escuchas drum and bass? Simón. Happy birthday y el América. Lo dijiste tú, no yo.
Lord Gish. He did not chop a set, huh?
A ver, un sub y hago entrevista. Un sub y hago entrevista. Le digo a los dos. Un sub, un sub.
Yeah, that's
un
the
sub,
name of the event is
un sub, un Twitch
Toconazo.
Prime, un super chat, lo que sea, lo que sea. Les voy a ser honestos. No sé si voy a hacer Toconazo la próxima semana. No sé todavía. Tal meta de subs, pero se me olvidó.
Man, it's funny, bro.
Pero es que, a ver qué tanto puedo decir. Me ofrecieron una nueva chamba y si la tomo voy a empezar en 2 semanas. Entonces voy a ir rápido a Veracruz.
Has there been a
voy
danger? I don't know about this event. There was last event. Well, there was for Paragon.
La segunda semana de septiembre.
If you want to go watch that VOD, there
Gracias,
was
Vada.
a
Ojo,
danger,
ojo.
and they actually played danger. It wasn't just an assist.
Escribo a Gish y a Jimmy.
But I don't think we had danger this event. This event was smaller though, so probably less likely.
A ver, vamos a ver.
Anyway, GG's. And no matter what the outcome of all this bullshit on Twitter is, bro, just like don't be idiots to each other, bro. That's really where we're at. Outside of that, just play fighting games. That's what we're here for. But I must now depart and prepare for Tekken 8. So thanks for tuning in, people. And stay away from the homunculi on Twitter, all right? All right, until next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye.
You're the one that makes me feel so high. I never want to hear you say goodbye. You're the one that makes me feel so high. I never want to hear you say goodbye. You're the one.
Coca-Cola, espuma.